What's going on, guys? Shogun MY here, and welcome to the first video of this series, Shogun MY's VOD reviews. So for this video, I'm gonna review two matches of the same set. So it's Captain Jack versus XIFL. XIFL is one of the best players in my region who mains Pokemon Trainer. Now, before we get started, I'm gonna briefly introduce how I'm gonna do my VOD reviews. So, when I do my VOD reviews for these videos, I'm gonna first break down everything from one player's perspective, which is one character's perspective, and then I'll replay the video again and break down the video again from the other player's perspective. This will give you a better idea of what we will learn from different players. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, as you can see, this is a Palutena versus Pokemon Trainer matchup. Both characters are the high tiers, so this will be quite interesting. Let's get started. Now, for this first segment, I'm gonna be reviewing this VOD from the perspective of Captain Jack, which is Palutena.
Notch in their belt of being the one to say it. Hey, you know that legend, one of the godfathers of Smash? That's the guy that I took a set off of. I beat him in double.
Now, at the very first start, you can see Captain Jack use two auto reticles. And here's the one,
The guy that
and here's two. He uses the auto reticle to control space and to bait out XIFL to approach while trying to condition his opponent. So he's gathering data from his opponent on how XIFL is going to react to those auto reticles.
I beat him in doubles.
Now here,
that's the guy that I took a set off of. I beat him in doubles.
he caught XIFL stubborn, but misses the back air. So he got punished by missing the back air.
And you'll
Spot
tell your
dodges?
children about
Yes,
it, I'm
I
sure.
will.
Alright, so XIFL is going Pokemon
Being
Trainer.
very patiently here.
Warmers, the hand warmers just straight in.
Ooh.
And strong start from Captain Jack. Squirtle getting kind of pushed around here.
As you can see here, he misses multiple grabs and spot dodges.
Going Pokemon
And
Trainer.
no button
So-
or warmers, the hand warmers just straight in. And strong start from Captain
So
Jack.
here's one missed
Squirtle
grabs,
getting
two
kinda
missed
pushed around
grabs,
here.
and finally XIFL gets the punish. So if you do an option too often, you might be get punished if the opponent is good at reading your moves. Especially whiffing grabs. Whiffing grabs is super laggy. The opponent has a lot of time to punish if you whiff a grab. So do not whiff grabs. Try not to whiff grabs.
Oh man, these spot dodges.
Yeah,
Back air.
absolutely.
It's
They're
a
Good
going for
damage.
these
It's an off
grabs.
stage.
They want 'em.
High recovery.
Switching to the Ivysaur. His Ivysaur is amazing.
Absolutely.
That did so much work against me. He confirms off of those razor.
You can see there, he landed with a
That is
fair
so much
and
work
caught
against me.
XIFL trying to continue his
Confirms off those razor leaves so well
advantage
with
state. Landing with an aerial at disadvantage is critical because most new players or low level, mid level players like to double jump out of disadvantage, which puts them even further into disadvantage, which is not good. You don't want to do that. So occasionally, or most likely, you want to land with an aerial if you know the opponent is gonna rush in and want to continue his strength.
against me. He
You see here, he landed with a fair and hit XIFL.
confirms off of those razor leaves so well with
Auto reticle for conditioning. Dash attack. Pal's dash attack is actually pretty busted. It has priority because it can block incoming attacks. So Yeah, it's pretty
well
busted.
once they hit.
Bait out the landing. Now, most new players might try to go forward up here at this situation, which is not what Captain Jack did. He, he did an option that is baiting out his Sybil's forward air and punished it with a grab.
See the bear. Oh,
Try to go
nice
for a back
switch to
air.
avoid the RAR back air.
Down
Oh,
tilt.
that switch
Surprised that it
situation
killed.
might not have been a good idea.
Yeah, the first switch was good. The second switch maybe not as much.
And then, I don't know if it was DI or
Our Captain Jack has the upper hand.
That was a bit weird of an angle for the down air. Oh no, up air. I thought he was going to confirm off that.
Oh. And Ivysaur loves to have people above him.
Back throw.
Misses the grab and gets back throw.
And still gets the back throw.
So try not to whiff grabs. That's another example. He misses the grab and got killed. Cross up.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
not as good.
yeah, but Ziffle's Charizard is not your average Charizard.
Yeah.
Get up attack.
No, it's a good combo from Squirtle from Ziffle, and he switches right into Ivysaur once he gets that. There it is.
Now that's a great combo.
Oh,
But
he gets
Ziffle.
obviously, you want to DI out of combos, but I don't think he can do anything right there. He was in a disadvantaged state off stage.
Has now taken a fairly commanding lead. Let's see how much damage that he can put on before he goes to his last stop.
That sequence of a lead trap, that is good lead trapping.
A fairly commanding lead. Let's
So
see
he
how
sends
much
him
damage
off stage and pressures him with bear. So and then Sybil picks normal get up, then does a spot dodge, which Captain Jack then follows up with a grab. So the back air was there to condition Sybil to do a get up option because to condition Sybil to do something to get up from the ledge, and then Captain Jack follows up with a grab.
goes to his last stock.
This is how you pressure people
Captain Jack missed that RAR
by
back
lead
there.
trapping.
Yeah, that was a good job drifting back by Ziffle to just
I
try
mean,
to
when
reset
lead
the
trap.
ledge, get back to neutral.
And as you can see, he's constantly using Bear. Bear is a very good tool for Palutena because like dash attack, it has priority and it's super safe on shield, like -5, -3, I'm not sure, but it's super safe on shield. So most Palu players, if you're a Palutena main or plays Palu, most likely you want to go Bear at the neutral or advantage state. Explosive flame, potential one day edge guard.
Ziffle was very aware
Also,
that
you constantly see he constantly go for down tilts to potentially two frame. Two frames. Palutena's down tilt is super good at doing two frame due to its long lasting hitbox.
Ziffle was very aware that as soon as he gets
Back
on
air to
stage,
catch the
Captain
jump.
Jack has a lot of dangerous things that he can start to do.
Right there, he
That as soon as he gets off
jumps.
stage, that Captain
Here he
Jack has a
jumps
lot of dangerous
to avoid
things
his
that he can
razor
start to
lead.
do.
Yeah.
And then punish it with
Ziffle is
Bear.
doing a great job of just barely missing him by the skin of his teeth.
Now also, you can see
And Ziffle is doing a great
here, Syphal's invincibility for grabbing the ledge just ran away. And so Captain Jack is able to pressure him with a down tilt to hit him off the ledge. So basically, if you don't know once your percentage climbs, your invincibility for grabbing the ledge will decrease. So be aware of that.
job of just
Got punished.
barely missing him by the skin of his teeth. Ziffle is doing everything he can to
Switching to
keep
Charizard.
the stock alive.
As you can see as
Skin of
well,
his teeth.
he pressure,
Ziffle is doing everything
he kind of pressured him right there,
alive.
down through fair.
Oh, that was nice.
That was a very nice frame trap by Captain Jack.
There was no options.
He first does a down throw, and Syphil spot dodges Captain Jack's forward air, but instantly Captain Jack goes for a neutral air and potentially gets the
There
kill.
was no options for Ziffle there.
Yeah.
Like after
He
the
had
air
been-
dodge, he just got nared. Ooh, blew him off. Down. Oh, that was so good. Oh, good job, Captain Jack.
Green
This is the
airs.
first time we're seeing the chain nairs in this game. Going
Even Charizard.
Charizard, I like
Catch
it.
that.
I
Up
like
air.
it. You go big or you go home.
And also, Captain Jai here demonstrates a very good thing. He pushes his advantage stay really well. So, if you want to generally improve your game, one thing you want to learn is how to push your advantage state. Like, once you get a combo starter, you want to get most damage out of it. So, by doing this, you can get more damage once you get an advantage state. So you might ask how you're gonna do that. Well, I'm gonna explain it later, but for now, let's just continue the bot.
Oh, there he goes. He switches. That character gets comboed
He
so
almost had
heavily
me.
by her.
Okay.
I'd be scared of being Squirtle right now, though. He's gonna die to.
Yeah, I was about to say, I
Back
just
air.
like.
Again, another example
Her.
why
I'd be scared of being
to
Squirtle right now, though. He's gonna
watch
die
out.
to.
Yeah,
He goes for shield grab, but at that distance, shield grab is never gonna connect, even with Palutena's long grab range. So we got punishes by XIFL's Nair.
I was about to say, I
Back
just
air.
like. More so, I just like the constant switching, constantly giving your opponent
Ooh,
new
he tried to go
looks.
And
for
again-
What's a jab block set up off of those down tilts?
And he is staying Squirtle for quite some time. He's gonna.
Oh,
Rolls and does the grab.
Oh!
Nair.
he read the switch.
Yeah.
That was a really good read. Pokemon Switch is actually a frame 1 option of Pokemon Trainer, used to help escape combos. But as you saw there, if you read that, you can potentially punish it. As he did there, he just punished it with an air after he read
Captain Jack
after he baited out the Pokemon
called
Switch.
That was me, all me right there.
Alright, so that's it from Palutena's perspective. Now we're gonna review it again, but from XIFL's perspective, which is Pokemon Trainer. Just give me a second.
One that has had an absolute. Yes,
yeah.
and everybody wants that. They want that notch in their belt to being the one to say, "Hey, remember, you know that legend, one of the godfathers of Smash? That's the guy that I took a set off of."
At the very first start, when Palutena is shooting Squirtle with his or auto reticles, you can see that Squirtle is charging his neutral beat, Water Gun. Now, for characters that have chargeable moves, at the very first start of the match, you may potentially try to go for a charge. Most likely, you would go for a charge if your character has something to charge, like Squirtle's Water Gun. But you saw there, not only he did charge, but he also mixed up his movement to avoid the auto reticles perfectly. Punches, go.
And you'll tell your grandchildren about
Yes,
it. I'm
I
sure.
will.
All right, so XIFL is going.
It's also very hard to punish Palu's aerials
Hand warbers just straight in.
since Squirtle doesn't have any disjoints.
Squirtle getting.
But Squirtle's
around here.
attacks have low lag and they have all can combo to each other very well. Just you can see there, he put Palutena into a very disadvantaged state, and Palutena has to recover high as a mix-up to avoid the edge
So
guard.
much work against me. He confirms off of those Razor Leafs so well once they hit. See the bear? Oh, nice.
As you can saw there, he switched to avoid Palutena's back air. That is why Pokemon Switch is very, very good at escaping combos, because the invincibility comes at frame 1. So every Pokemon trainer will do the Pokemon Switch to escape combos because it's better than an air dodge. It may be situational to when you choose to change Pokemon, but most likely this is a very good escape combo options.
Switch to avoid the raw back air.
Again, he tries to switch,
Oh,
but
that switch to-
down tilt just catches him because
Yeah, the first switch
it's
was
long
good, the second
lasting.
switch maybe not as much.
And then, I don't know if it's DI or just.
Here
Switch was good.
you
the
can
second
see
switch
he
maybe
missed.
not as much.
Here you can see he's pressuring. He first did an up B.
Yeah, the first switch was good. The second switch maybe not as much.
Where's the up B at this position? to possibly make Captain Jack feel like he's safe. So
I don't know if his
he
DI was.
jumps and got caught by Ivy's sport air. This is great baiting and punishing.
The angle he got hit, but that was a bit weird of an angle from
And
down
forward
there.
airing is
Oh, no, up
facing,
there. I thought he was going to confirm off that.
landing fair.
And Ivysaur loves to have people above him.
Back throw. Oh!
Interesting.
Get back throw.
And still gets the back throw.
Interesting.
He charges a water gun.
Expected to come out there.
You also want to charge moves after you kill an opponent and waiting for them to respawn.
Zipple's so good at using all the characters, even Charizard.
Toss up the shield.
People say he's not as good.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he possibly reads the air dodge right there.
Yeah, I was about to say like
Right there. He kind of read the air dodge, I think. So he didn't go for any follow-ups.
Yeah, but Ziffle's Charizard is not your average Charizard.
Yeah. Well, it's a good combo from Squirtle from Ziffle, and he switches
Low
right
profile
back.
to auto-reticle.
There it is.
And here
Yeah, he went for the combo and killed Palu at like 53 and 53. Ivy's up B, if hit the sweet spot, which is the tip, like the most to the end of the whip is the sweet spot. It kills really early, and it can be a combo finisher just like that with down throw nair to up B. That killed Palu at like 53 before the combo started.
There it is.
and here we go.
Oh, he gets
Ziffle with
Oh, he
the
gets the
comeback,
tipper of it.
Ziffle has
Oh.
now taken
Did I cancel?
a fairly commanding lead. Let's see how much damage that he can put on before he goes to his last stock.
Ooh, Captain Jack missed that raw back air.
Yeah, that was a good job drifting back by Ziffle to just try to...
Ziffle also constantly uses Razor Leaves, which is one of Ivy's best neutral too.
Ziffle is very aware that as
Razor
soon as he
Leaf
gets
can
on
also
stage,
combo,
Captain
so
Jack has a
IV
lot of
players like to
dangerous
use
things that he
Razor
can do.
Leaves.
Yeah.
And Ziffle is doing a great job of just barely...
Is really good at mixing up his recovery with Ivy's
Ziffle is
upbeat.
doing everything he can to
Kinda mixed
keep
up
his stock
to avoid that
alive.
treasure.
Oh, that was nice. There was
He
no
got
option
frame
for
trap,
Ziffle there.
Yeah.
just as explained.
Like, after
He
the
had
air
been-
dodge, he just got nared.
He pushed it off
Down
to create a
that
lead
was
trap
so
situation,
good.
but failed.
Good job, Captain Jack's.
And this is the first time we're seeing the chain nairs in this game. Going
Even Charizard.
Charizard, I like it. I like it. You go big or you go home.
Oh, there he goes. He switches. That character gets
Uses
comboed
side
so
B
handily
to
by-
pressure the Shi,
I
and
just
again
scared of
avoid
Squirtle right now,
left
though. He's gonna
pressure.
try to,
Yeah, I was about to say, I
back
just
air.
like, more so I just like the constant switching,
Down tilt.
constantly giving your opponent,
Try to read
Trying
with
to
the
go for
F
all
smash,
the jab block set up off of those down tilts.
and he is staying Squirtle.
Sending him off stage.
He's gonna...
try to reach with the forward smash again, but just get a roll.
Oh!
And again, he did the Pokemon Switch too early. So that is match number 1.
I called that. That was me, all me right there.
And he can't,
Now we move on to
can't even buy
match
him a beer
number
for-
2.
Yeah, you
trouble,
can't even
you know?
celebrate.
Same characters, but different stage. Last time it was on Town and City, and now we're on FD. And now we're gonna look at from Captain Jack's view first.
Full team.
Again, using auto reticle
Squirtle so little runs right over those shots.
start of the match. Constantly, now he's constantly using areas to try and pressure Ziffle.
on that last stock.
Yeah.
He stayed Squirtle for quite
Oh
some
my
time.
Let's
gosh,
combo,
we're gonna see
43%,
How
not
quickly he's gonna
bad.
choose finding an opportunity
That's a pretty
to
good,
pull out
though.
the Ivysaur.
We trade,
He wants to build a bit more damage before he
try to
switches
go
out
for a
of
shield
the
grab
zone.
again,
Captain
but
Jack's
again,
doing really well there. That nair
he
is
jumped to avoid
just
it.
covers so much. Go back
Great
there.
patience
Nice.
at the ledge.
That's a very aggressive explosive flame from Captain Jack right in Ziffle's face.
As you can see there, this proves that Palutena bear has priority
That's a
over
very aggressive
attacks.
explosive flame from Captain Jack right in Ziffle's face.
It nullifies the razor lever of Ivysaur. Yeah, it can also do that.
Oh my
Nice
Catches
catch.
him with an air.
Oh, go for the spike.
He's constantly shield grabbing, which is not good because Ziffle is going to avoid that with jumps. Sybil's constantly jumping to avoid shield grabs.
Charizard
And because he spaced his aerials, jumping away is gonna be fast enough to avoid the shield grab. Did a landing and near to edge guard, but didn't kill. Yeah, he tanked that with the super armor of B.
Okay, now we have stage advantage for Charizard. Let's see if he can capitalize off
Trying to stall a little bit.
That'll kill. Yeah, he went for it. Misspaced it, just barely.
He got out of the corner and got the kill. Got out of the corner with Bear. That's good. Ooh, immediately gets the kill.
Any time XIFL evens the game up.
Tether cancel.
I love that tether cancel into Razor Leaf.
Nair. When you get a Nair with Palutena, you most likely want to follow up with another Nair or follow up even more Nairs and then a combo with a Fair or Bear. That you can rack up a lot of damage at early stages, 100%. Great out of pressure.
They're spacing so well.
Again here, showing that Palutena's Bear has priority because they both did an attack at the same time, but Palu's 1-1.
So intense, like they're spacing so well.
Dash attack, again, using the priority.
Such a close matchup.
Goes the edge guard, but barely misses, and 2 frames again.
Off stage now.
Also, when the opponent's off stage, you want to constantly try to go for the explosive flame. That was great pressure from XIFL, using the flame blitz.
And we have the Beijing people yelling Koba Way.
Again.
Our resident Pokemon trainer before he moved.
That's a mix-up.
You
want to use projectiles from like the auto reticle and explosive flame to potentially get an edge guard while you can stay on stage.
He's still very killable.
So as to be safe.
This percentage, Squirtle, I'm a little surprised.
So that you won't get hit off stage.
Ooh,
almost get Gim.
Right, good there. They're good. Fair.
Was out. That was kind of lucky.
You know, I keep thinking to myself, like, which Pokemon
constantly, now he's short hopping to potentially pressure XIFL.
Beautiful synergy that XIFL has of, like, all three, like, Sakurai would be proud. It's just like, no, he's utilizing them in different situations.
Now he's off stage, probably ooh. Very nice.
I mean, like, there's not
Explosive flame, right distance. Trying to keep distance a little bit. Trying to get her data again.
Throwing out these commands at the right time, switching based on type.
He's keeping his space. He doesn't want to commit too much because he's at 156. You don't want to commit too much at very, very high percents because if you made a mistake, you're gonna get killed.
Captain Jack did not fall.
By any
Who would have thought that Captain Jack has enough experience not to roll into a charging forward smash from the ledge?
Hey man, that's top tier strategy. Oh, that fair.
Now, Captain Jack has a very great lead because XIFL's already 80-80.
Even up the games.
They need to get some combos, some good damage on. Ooh,
now he's playing very patiently because he has the lead.
Damage in a hurry.
Try not to get hit as much as possible. Trying to find an opening to get a kill. Uses a reflector to reflect the Razor Leaf. Use that occasion. But most likely, if you most likely want to avoid the Razor Leaf instead of reflecting it, because if you even if you reflect it, you might still get punished by the end lag. And if you didn't reflect, like you're stuck in the counter end lag, so that's not good. Also, Palutena's movement is amazing, so you just want to use your movement to avoid those Razor Leaves while potentially getting punished.
He's off stage.
What's the flame? Not gonna kill. Again. It's a grab. Get down throw. Yeah. It's gonna be the bread and butter, down throw to fair. And that's it. Game 2. Now we're gonna review the same bot, doing the same thing again, but from XIFL's view.
Full team?
Now this time, after gathering data,
Let's celebrate
after
with
gathering data from the last match, he immediately rushed in because he knows that Palutena is going to do auto-ready go at the very first start. He's going to press B.
full team. Squirtle so little runs right over those shots.
Yeah.
Both constantly pressuring each other with aerials.
It'll be interesting to see.
Okay. It's a
Squirtle
little
actually
combo.
put in work on that last
Squirtle is very good at
song.
combos. Basically, a lot of moves connect to each other, so you want to use this as your advantage at early stages of the match or when the opponents are low percent.
He wants to build a bit more damage.
Now to just safely pressure to avoid a shield grab.
Captain Jack's doing really well there. That nair is just, oh, it just covers so much. Go back here. Nice.
You can see here, he first did a back air, which he didn't get the final hit, but then the proceeding to do another back air, and Palutena ran into it.
Nice.
So that's how you pressure people. You can do multiple aerials in the air.
That's a very.
Here, I'll explain the advantages of doing multiple areas in the air. Like that, you could do a rising, he did a rising one, and then did a falling one here. You can cover multiple options. Like for the rising one, you can cover jump, and then you can cover land, opponents on the ground. So you can cover multiple options in a short period of time.
That's a very aggressive explosive flame from Captain Jack. Right in XIFL's face.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness.
You fall down. Oh, go for the spike.
Okay. He only landed a sour spot, so it didn't kill. Try to go for it again. Goes far.
Try to stay safe.
Now, as a Pokemon trainer, you can mix up your Pokemon switches using different Pokemon to get you back to the stage. So in this situation, XIFL already used this double jump. So IV's up B might not make it back. So made the decision to switch the Charizard, get the extra double jump and up B. So if you're a Pokemon trainer player, be sure to constantly switch up your Pokemon and mix up how you recover.
See, you know what I want to see right now? Oh no! I want to see a flare blitz.
Now that is a very good move. Charizard's up B might not have great range, but it has super armor, so that's why he lived that one. That nair. Get the grab.
Okay, now we have stage advantage.
He run back to the corner to avoid Captain Jack's fair and potentially get the grab. This is very, very good because most players will not intentionally get back to the corner because that's not a safe place, but he used that knowledge to potentially get a grab and punish them and get them and put himself in an advantage position.
Capitalize on forward tilt, that'll kill. Yeah, oh, he went for it. Missed space.
Only missed space the forward tilt. He'll kill.
Ooh, nice back air. Fast fall back air. Caught him before he could grab edge.
Immediate punishing. Punishing is spot dodge.
Fast fall back air. Caught him before he could grab edge.
No, he just let go of shield.
Time XIFL evens the game up.
Did it cancel to mix up in the recovery, plus getting a little damage? You always want to throw out Razor Leafs as IP sword. It's really good at conditioning and gathering data from the opponent. Back there. Now you can see XIFL is always constantly in the air to possibly avoid Captain Jack's shield grab. Obviously you need to combine it with safe aerials or spacing your aerials, but he already did a great job at 3 of these aspects. Again, switching to Charizard, possibly going for missing ledge. That was super good.
Yes, please.
throwing out
Shogun
that move
Tour.
at unexpected
And then you're getting people
situations.
yelling Kobe way.
Yeah.
Obviously, Flare Blitz is not going to be easy to use. He skipped the lead trapping phase by Flare Blitzing.
It was his move. Oh no!
He lost his double jump, his third jump, so no way gonna make it back.
Right. Well, you know, he's still very killable. This percentage, Squirtle, I'm a little surprised he's not switching Ivysaur.
Tries to go for the game, but fails to hit the final hit and didn't get his space spot.
Right, good there. Or good, fair.
Catch him in the air,
You know, I keep
getting
thinking
out
to
of
myself,
pressure with the side B.
do I think that he's like doing the best with? But really, it's the beautiful synergy that XIFL has of like all three. Like some
Down
guys would be proud. It's just like no, he's
Nair
he's in
to punish
different
down.
situations in different positions and.
Tries to go for the edge
I
guard,
mean, like,
possibly
there's
two
no
framing Palutena, get a spike.
He isn't utilizing on his team.
Again, he's constantly
He is
jumping.
the Pokemon trainer. He is not the Ivysaur. He is
Good.
throwing out these commands at the right time, switching based on type.
They're both conditioning each other to overcome into
Push him
something.
off. Captain Jack's playing super safe.
Traded.
Just adding on these little tic-tac damaging.
Oh,
Try to go for the read, but failed.
didn't Captain Jack did not fall for
Yeah,
it.
who would have thought that Captain Jack is
Yeah, pouring on multiple razor leaves again.
roll into a charge
Wants to get the kill.
from the ledge.
Hey man, that's top tier strategy.
That's a kill with Bear. Oh, it's catches the normal get up.
Situation, game 2.
So to cancel into two razor leaves again.
We need to get some combos, some good damage on. Ooh, the side.
And XIFL has proven that
Catching him in the air with Nair, but fails to continue the string.
We stick with Ivysaur, no switch, no attempted switch to Squirtle to like combo him early. Just go in.
Catches a spot dodge with Nair and wave bound side B. Great movement.
Well, Ivysaur's much safer.
Oh,
Back throw.
Stage, side B.
It should be an explosive lane.
Lasso, and he's still alive.
Pokemon switch.
Forward
He kind of
throw.
panicked right there with the jab.
it's
Fair.
gonna be a
Yeah, that's
The
game.
sweet spot of the fair, got him.
Yeah, that jab was kind of panicky.
but shoot.
And with that, that's gonna be it for the video. If you like my content, please subscribe and give a like. Greatly appreciate your support. And with that, I'm Shogun MY and I'm signing out.